stand next to him.
He's put his arm up. He's pointing at something.
What
He's pointing at the wall.
Do you know what it says? I say something happened to you in this cell.
What does he say?
It says rape.
Whoa! It's holding on to 10 more.
It's on camera.
Yeah, it's on camera.
Oh, I've got all cold.
Was that someone walking?
I thought I heard.
Did you hear that?
I did. I thought I heard somebody walking early when you two were talking.
Was that someone
right
walking
there.
near the cell blocks?
What was that?
Whoa, one minute.
What's that?
What the flipping hell was that? Oh my flipping
That
god!
sounded like somebody in pain.
We have entered some of the darkest, most haunted locations around Britain. Places where many others are too scared to enter.
There's an overwhelming sense of fear all over me right now.
Armed with nothing more than our cameras and equipment, we documented our experiences onto video. This is what we captured, and it completely blew our minds.
You just heard that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I heard that one.
You just flipping heard that one, didn't you?
Was that you?
That was not me, David. That was not me. We need to just get out of here now. We need to get out.
We are the Haunted Finders.
Tonight, we are investigating the Redoubt Fort in Harwich, Essex, built between 1808 and 1810 to defend the port against the threat of a Napoleonic invasion. The fort is said to be home of many spirits, including the tortured souls of those that were locked within its dark, dank cells in the 1800s. Many people say they hear the screams of what they believe are French prisoners of war who were badly treated when they were forced to help build this amazing structure.
Right, so we're back here at Harwich Redoubt Fort. It's been 2 years since we were here last time, and I can remember last time we were here, we was in one of the back rooms and we had those stones being thrown over. We heard cannon fire. It's definitely one of the most active locations we've been to.
It is.
And I'm looking forward to seeing what we experience tonight in the different areas. You was actually saying that you want to do a lone vigil, don't you, as well?
Yeah, I do want tonight.
So what area do you want to go into?
I'm going to go with the boat, is this one?
So you want to go into the boat?
Yeah, we boat.
I know, David, you wanted to go in the cells or something now, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think what you're going to do is go and try and have a sleep later on, probably early hours in the morning, and we're going to leave a camera on you and see what we capture there. Hopefully when it gets dark, we start experiencing some of the stuff that we experienced last time.
Hopefully. Well, the camera's going off again, we're great.
Yeah, if we can capture that on camera,
Again.
then that'll be good. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I love the Redoubt Fort. I can remember last time we was here, we heard the guns up above going off. Can you remember that, Carol?
I can.
We've actually had quite a lot happen here. We've been 4 times now, and we've had something every time. There's always something different happens as well. We've had footprints in water, up on the top again, and we've had all sorts happen. But I'm looking forward to using the SLS today because we've not had that here before.
I really love this place, the Redoubt Fort. I especially like the cells because it's quite active in there. And last time I was here, we got some really good EVPs. We sort of spoke in German as much as we know, and we got some reactions on the EVP. So hopefully I'm going to go in there on my own tonight and see if we can get a bit more. But it's a really brilliant place.
So the Redoubt Fort is definitely one of my favourite locations. It's a place where I've had so many different paranormal things happen. Disembodied voices, footsteps. We've even heard cannon fire at this place. 2 years ago we had stones thrown at us over the railings at the top. Like David said, we did EVPs speaking German and we were getting responses. Just strange things. I think one of the main things here is that it's really eerie, and you get this feeling of being watched from the windows. Right now as it's getting dark, it's getting that creepy feeling, and I can feel things watching us, and just as if they're just trying to figure out what we're doing here. I think this is the 4th time I've actually been to this place since 2014, and every single time we come here there's just more and more different things happening. And I think tonight with the SLS camera, hopefully we catch something walking maybe around the top where the guns were, or in and out of the rooms. And like me and Kev were saying earlier, on the camera in the cells would be amazing if we caught something. So let's see what happens. So we're currently in the old cells, where back in the 1800s, I think around the late 1800s, they would literally throw people in here with bread and water, condensation dripping off the walls, rotten floors, just leave them there for not doing their job properly. I remember a few years ago when we investigated here, and was with one of our other investigators, John at the time, and we was in one of the cells. We heard somebody come through the doors here, sort of scuttering about a bit, as if there was a couple of people, and we was in this first cell here, which we're going to go to in a minute, and it was just as if somebody walked in, someone was watching us and listening to us, but the whole crew were in the base room. Obviously we came 2 years ago and you was here.
Yes, right.
Did you experience anything around this area?
Around this area, and the back of the cells as well.
Yeah. I think we had quite a few EVPs and stuff down there.
That's right, at the bottom,
yeah, so we can try that again tonight. We're going to the first cell. So this is the one that we were kind of locked in, and we was experiencing strange footsteps, a couple of voices as well. Some of the EVPs are caught in here as well, were a bit like growly and lower toned. If you bring the camera in here, David, you can actually see on these parts of the walls here is all original graffiti from prisoners of war and the old French workers that were also, like I was saying, thrown in here when they didn't do the jobs properly. So there's carvings all over these cells everywhere. Yes, look at this one, David, look. It says, "I have been handcuffed in here for," and then he counts the days lot. No, it's about
days and nights.
I think one of the good things that we could probably do in here is have a look at some of the names that have been written on the walls. Because a lot of them have written their own names, and then do some EVP sessions or spirit box. We'll be using the spirit box technique as well with the blindfold and the headphones as well. We'll do that technique as well later today and see if we can try and figure out who's in here, and then we can start calling out to the specific spirits over here, and hopefully we get some good reactions. We've also got the SLS camera as well, which we haven't used before. We're using that tonight. I think that'll probably be good in here.
Yeah, it will be.
We can probably get like someone laying on the floor or a stick figure sat in the corner or something like that. That'd be interesting. Yeah. So we'll see what happens later in here.
We'll do.
As we were setting up the SLS camera at base before our investigation in the cells, a figure appeared laying down on one of the benches. This is the phone footage of what happened.
It's lifting its arm up, it's lifting its arm up.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you. Can you wave to us again? Can you wave? Thank you.
Wait. Lift your arm up and wave at us if that's you, please, on the bench. Can you lift your arm up and wave? It's just done it, you see that?
Yeah.
Lift your arm up.
Can you do it again? Can you stand up?
It's like laying on the bench, isn't it? I wonder if it's like an injured soldier or something.
Are you injured? Were you injured?
Lift your arm up if you're injured.
Whoa, do you see the arm lift up there?
Oh.
It lifted right up there.
Wow, well done.
Shall everyone stand next to him?
He's put his arm up. It's pointing at something.
What
It's
are you
pointing at the wall.
Is it?
What is it you want? You don't want pictures? Are you
Pointing at the wall.
pictures?
He's on that white bench.
On the white?
Yeah, it's mapping David now, look. You see it?
Right. Want to shake hands?
Yeah, shake hands with David.
Can you hold David's hand?
Go on, he's trying. Go on. Shake his hand.
Would it be easier to hold my hand?
Oh!
Go on.
He like jumped at you then.
It's on you.
No, that's Carol.
Yeah, Carol, sorry.
That's Carol.
It jumped
Yeah.
It jumped at you as you came towards it. It like pounced at you and then disappeared.
What, it jumped at Carol?
Yeah, and it wasn't trying to map. It didn't try and map Carol because it didn't map you. It jumped at you, and
you
then
come back?
there was nothing there.
Can you come back?
I can't feel anything.
It's just gone, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
It's gone. Yeah, look, it's gone.
Go on.
I think it might have done. That's incredible, isn't it?
Well, we didn't disturb you. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Gone.
Sorry.
To start our investigation, me, Dave and Kev went into the cells with the SLS camera and the digital recorder to try and come into contact with whoever it is that is said to be heard screaming from within its walls. What we captured next was absolutely crazy.
Anybody in here with us? Any prisoners?
Are you on the thing? Move away.
What?
Can you move away? Just move away. We'll stop.
You got something?
There's something on the bed.
What?
That's what disfigured.
What the hell's it doing?
Is that you?
Where is it?
What is it doing?
You got it on.
It's like
Are you there?
over this bed. There's nothing there, look.
Is that you from earlier? If it is, can you try to touch me? Are you the same person in the canteen room?
Lift one of your arms up in the air.
If you are.
What is it doing? It's like
Is it like crippled or something?
I
Are
don't
you
know.
standing up?
It's like sitting. What's it doing?
What are you doing? You try to get closer
No,
to
look,
us.
it's all like deformed.
Looks weird.
It's look. You can see the look at the top. Look, there's the bed. Look on the depth field. It's sitting on the bed. It's like it's going all like deformed on the bed. Look, let me get that on camera at the top here. Look,
Yeah.
it's all like deformed on the bed. Look.
What's wrong with you?
Have you been tortured? You know you want to do it. You want to do an EVP.
Yeah, I will do it 1 minute.
What you there?
Just want to film it over there, just show you guys that there's nothing there other than the bed, and you can see it. It's on the bed. Look, it's sat on the bed, and it's I don't know what it's doing. Just keep filming it, Kev. Right, I'm just going to put my arm out and do an EVP. Who are you, please? That's over there sitting on the bed. Is it touching me?
Yeah. He just reached out to you.
Tell me your name, please, if you're reaching out to me. Who are you?
He's like.
1 minute. Did something happen to you in this cell? Were you thrown in here by Sergeant Chalky? Stop that a minute. 1 minute.
You want to go back on the bed?
So during research, the reason I've just said were they thrown here by Sergeant Chalky is back in the 1800s, Sergeant Chalky was one of the main people that ran this fort, and he was like the overlooker to the French that were building this. And basically what we've researched is when people didn't do their jobs properly, Sergeant Chalky would order that they were thrown into here, into these cells when they were rotten, like water dripping off the walls. They weren't in a very good condition, So that's why I've called out. So we'll see if we've got a response, and maybe it's this person, whatever it is one of those friends. Is it gone?
Can you come back?
Let me just film that. Yeah, it's gone now. Completely gone.
You mentioned Chalky.
Sergeant Chalky. Just want to review that in there. One minute.
It's already happened to you in this cell.
Welsh.
It's already happened to you in this cell.
Do you know what it says? Wow. Do you know what it says? I say something happened to you in this cell.
What does he say?
It says rape.
You're joking.
It says rape.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, come in, see.
It flipping says rape. Listen, I'm going to play this back into the microphone. 1 minute.
She's lying.
So,
It's already happened to you in this cell. It's already happened to you in this cell.
rape. Let me see what happens with that.
Reassured you by Sergeant Chalky.
Say Chalky?
No.
By Sergeant Chalky.
Listen. Chalky. It does. It goes Chalky. Chalky.
Reassured you by Sergeant Chalky.
Chalky. Yeah.
Chalky.
Did it say that? Come back.
Yeah. Whoever it says it was raped.
After
I'm surprised what happened here.
Right, so we've just come back from investigating the cells, and we were just talking about the SLS capture that we got early here in the base room. And at one point when we were filming it, you can see on the footage, whoever it was started pointing at a wall, and it actually is this wall here that's behind me. What we've found out is he was actually pointing to a sealed room that we can't get into. We don't know what's in there. It's in between this and the toilet block, isn't it? So we don't know what he was pointing out. Maybe something bad happened to him in that room, we don't know. But I just thought it was quite interesting that there's a sealed room and this figure that we caught here in the base room was pointing at it. Maybe there's a lot of people in there.
But yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not forced to be in. It's a toilet block now, obviously, but we don't know what that room was originally.
Yeah, but it's in between this and the toilet block.
Well, it's in this. You go through the door to the toilets, but the toilet is straight forward and right.
Yeah.
This room here is to the left, which has got a locked door.
Yeah.
Which is just through this door here, but again, that's locked, so we don't know what's in that room. Although there is a window.
So there is
it's
a room
blocked.
there.
Yeah, there's definitely a room there.
So they've even blocked the window off.
Even the window, you can't see through the window, so we've had a look.
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, but there is one room there that's you can't get into.
And that's where he was pointing.
That's where he was pointing, yeah, over to there, yeah.
After a short break, me, Dave, Carol and Kev decided to head to the upper levels of the fort, where apparitions of soldiers have been seen walking amongst the guns. What happened next is truly amazing.
So we've come to the top of Redoubt Fort, where all the guns are. We're going to run the quarters box up here, see if we can get into contact with anyone. It's quite eerie up here. You can see the door that goes down to the stairs there, and this goes round again in a big circle where all the guns are overlooking the sea. Apparently there was a guy that passed away through decapitation not too long ago, and they was trying to hoist up one of the old cannons. Apparently the cabling got caught around his neck and took it straight off. So we don't know exactly where that was and where that happened, but obviously if it was hoisting it up, it would have been up here, wouldn't it? It would have been at the top. So we'll see if we can contact him if we can. If you can hear that in the background, it's the walkie-talkie. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's doing my head in. Where should I put it?
I'll take it if you like.
So I'm going to run Culture Sparks and see what happens up here.
The guy that had his head cut off. Are you here?
Please.
What?
I don't know. There's a lot going on there. Isn't there? What's this place called?
Redoubt. It said Redoubt there.
Yeah.
Decommissioned?
Yeah.
It just said decommissioned. What does that mean?
It means don't run anymore.
Are you?
It said decommissioned.
Are you in the building with us tonight?
Yes. I'm gonna get the Gauss meter out as well.
We've got some equipment with it. It won't harm you.
David,
We've got
this is going mad.
gas meters going on.
What the?
When calls it? Eh?
It's like shooting up to 10, like 5, then 10.
Take it up to 10 and leave it there.
Can you take it up to 10 and keep it there? To do that, you need to grab hold of it.
Really nuts.
Oh, it's holding it on 10. Thank you so much. Whoa! Whoa!
It's doing it. Oh,
It's holding on to 10 more.
It's on camera.
Yeah, it's on camera.
Oh, I've got all cold.
Jesus Christ! Look!
real.
Switch that back on again. The other one.
This one.
No, do it.
David, look at that!
God.
It's holding it on
I can hear
10.
it on 10. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Let go.
No way, no way.
And again.
And again, look. Let go.
Let go. Come on, let go.
Look at it, it's going mad.
Yeah, you told her to do it now. She's happy doing it. Or him.
No.
Whoa!
That's Kev.
Jesus, Kev.
It moves around without you hearing.
Jesus, you was literally just to the right hand side of me, and then next minute you went to the left hand side of me. Jesus Christ, Kev, you scared the
going on with that
crap.
now?
Look at that, it's holding on to it still.
Let go.
That's brilliant. Thanks for that.
It won't let go of it.
Stop
Look.
now. Can you let go just to prove that you're here? Thanks.
Just to prove that you're here, just let go of that device, please. Send it down to nothing.
It's been naughty.
It's never done this before.
It don't normally stay up there. Though.
We told it to hold it on to 10 though, and it's doing it.
That's great. Let go then.
Can you let go of it
Well, let
now,
go.
please? You don't need to hold it now.
If you died in this fort, can you let go? So it goes down to nothing.
Fucking stop.
What's happening to that? Is it going down?
No, it's just...
It sounded like it did. It was going
If you didn't die here, can you let go of it and send it down to nothing? Nothing. It went down to nothing. Didn't die here. No, what the?
Are you passing through?
What the?
You're great.
Are you French? Take it up to 10 if you're French.
You English.
You German?
Take it up to 10. What is?
What's going on with it?
No idea. It's something's affecting it.
Not the cameras.
No, it's EMF. It doesn't. Camera doesn't ever affect EMF. It's never affected it before either.
Can you do this one? This one lights up. I'll show you what happens. Can you do that one? as well. Put one hand on one and one on the other. Let's have a party. Go on.
It's still there.
You just
It's not doing it now, lot.
used a lot of energy up. So
It's not doing it.
did you use
What
a
the
lot of energy?
hell was that?
Yeah.
I just saw a bright white light go across that side of the fort. Oh, it's all out of focus. Can't focus in, it's all out of focus. It was right over, like that there, and it moved from right to left, like a white light, like a torch light.
After our experience on the upper floors, we decided to head back to base before me, Kev and Carol decided to face the dark cells once more, and what we captured completely blew our minds.
Hello. We're back again. Can you show yourself?
So that deformed, or sort of deformed figure.
Are you yourself?
In a moment, Kev captures one of the clearest EVPs I have ever heard. And not only that, it is also caught on our camera's audio, which sounds like a man screaming in pain from the cell me and Carol are standing in. None of us heard this in the moment.
What can you say?
The fact that none of us heard this loud screaming noise coming from one of the cells is just crazy. You will see our reaction when we play the EVP back shortly. And I'll just say one thing. I was completely terrified.
Are you still a prisoner here?
Can you make a noise if you can hear our voice? Can you make a noise with your voice?
You're not a prisoner anymore now. You're free to go.
Was that someone walking?
I thought I heard
Did you hear that?
I did. I thought I heard somebody walking early when you two were talking.
Was that someone
about
walking
there.
in the cell blocks?
It's summer.
Did you hear it? Like it?
Yeah.
That was definite footsteps. I thought someone was coming in.
I think you'll pick it up on this as well.
Whereabouts are you? Can you walk again?
I thought it might be Dave coming in.
I thought someone was coming in.
Yeah.
After all of these strange captures, the screaming, the footsteps, the disembodied voice, we were definitely not alone in the cells. And this EVP that was actually picked up on the camera's audio, telling us to get out of here, just proves that we were not wanted.
Yeah, again.
Kev, did you hear that?
Footstep.
He did it. That is someone outside. That's someone outside. 100% that's someone walking. You hear that?
Yeah, go on.
That's someone like pacing outside. What
is it?
Is someone messing about? Kev, go to the door. Carol, follow with the camera.
Yeah, okay. Just need to get my bearings.
There's got to be someone out there, Kev.
Just... There's definitely something down there, isn't there? I can hear it.
that you walking?
That's the flag.
That's the flagpole. Are you in the cells? Can you shuffle again, please?
Can you move the cell door, please?
Are you in the cell?
What's that?
Whoa, one minute. What the flipping hell was that?
Are you still a prisoner here?
Wait, 1 minute. Was that taking the piss? Was that even real?
Oh, real?
That was some. Wait, have you just recorded that now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's familiar.
That's somebody shouting in the cell.
Are you in the cell?
Whoa!
Whoa, 1 minute. I've literally got. I can't even breathe. I've literally got like instant goosebumps. There was no noise. We was literally deadly flipping silent. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. I can't even process that. That's a proper. Like someone's shouting from a cell. This again. Wait, whoa, 1 minute. That's like crazy.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my flipping
That
god!
sounded like somebody in pain.
It was. I've been tortured.
My whole body's like shaking right now.
I
My whole
know.
body is flipping shaking. That is like the craziest EVP
Let's
I've
keep
ever
going.
heard.
That was weird. That's insane.
Thank you.
It was right after that. It was right after that scream when we heard the footsteps coming in. I wonder if that was like a prisoner screaming and then like one of the people, like guards, I don't know, or someone's come in.
Tortured him.
You know what I mean? Or someone walking out.
That's
What
amazing.
are we going to do now?
I don't know. I'm literally freaked out.
Want to carry on?
I need to listen. Well, I need to listen to this again. I don't even know what to do.
Honestly.
1 minute. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
That's amazing. This.
Jesus
Clear as
Christ. It's a proper man. None of us flipping shouted. None of us shouted.
Wow, it sounded like somebody.
It was deadly silent because
we go back in again?
at that point was when we were standing in the back, weren't we? It was deadly silent. You was literally just standing there talking on the EVP. There was no one shouted. The only noise I heard on that whole thing was in footsteps.
Shall we get into the cells?
We are in the cells.
No, go into the one.
I'm freaked out. Like, I'm literally freaked out.
Play some more. We might get some more on it. Yeah.
That was.
That's only a
that
little
was
bit.
amazing evidence.
After capturing this crazy EVP, along with all the other disembodied voices and footsteps in the cell block, we decided it was time to regroup with the others for a short break before we sent Kev off completely alone.
Just go into this room. See if there's anything in here. Any spirits here like to come say hello?
Right now, Kev captures an EVP on his camera's audio that he doesn't seem to hear with his own ears. It sounds as though something is telling him to get out.
Was you in the prison, in these cells, for a long while? was your name?
Kev carried on investigating for a further 20 minutes with no more voices or activity captured. It was at this point that we decided to end our investigation at the Redoubt Fort, and what an investigation it was. Every single person had some kind of paranormal encounter during our time at the fort, and the things we experienced will stay with us for some time to come. The Redoubt Fort is peaceful and quiet in the day, but at night it becomes extremely eerie and rife with paranormal activity.